In this lecture, we are going to talk about how we can generate a WSDL from our EPIS class and then how we can generate the EPIS class from the WSDL. So if you remember earlier lecture, we have developed a class called account planner, which is nothing which is acting as our Apex SOAP service. Now we are going to generate the WSDL for that class, and then into our different Salesforce environment, we are going to generate the EPIS class for that WSDL. So let's quickly see how we can do that. Here is the class that you have, and if you see that there is a button called generate WSDL on top of, along with all other buttons on the top of the same class. And if you scroll down, you will see your code is here. So if you notice that in your code there is a variable of type contact where we have created a variable. The variable name might be different in your class. So if you generate the class using this, having this contact variable inside your EPIS class, let's see what will happen. So click on this generate WSDL. So if you can see here, your WSDL is ready, but if you notice that it is generating hell lot of things. Why? Because the reason is that as soon as we put any kind of any variable which is a sort of S object, that might be your standard or custom object, it is going to generate the WSDL for the complete Salesforce environment. But we don't want that, because if we will do, we will get the error on the size of our WSDL. So in order to do that, what we will do is we are going to edit this class, and then after editing this class, we are going to remove this variable which is a contact record, and in place of that I have created one more variable which is contact last name, and then I have used that variable for creating the contact. Go ahead and click on save to save your recent changes, and now click on this generate WSDL. So now as soon as you click on this generate WSDL, you will see that now your WSDL is generated with the actual things that you need, with the actual information that you need. So you can also see that the web service API has been generated from your class which is account planner. Just go ahead and save this file inside the local of your machine so that we can use this file to generate the WSDL. I will name this as the account planner and then go ahead and save it. Now we have saved our WSDL. We need to generate the EPIS class because now we want this WSDL to be consumed by some other Salesforce vendor. How we can do that? For that, we need to use this WSDL file, upload that into our different Salesforce environment, and then generate the class. So this is my different Salesforce environment. If you notice, you can see the 5 icons of both the Salesforce org are different. The URL is also different. It is for LWC Superbase, and then it is for Salesforce integration org. What we need to do is, from the quick search box, just search for EPIS class, click on this EPIS class under develop, and then you will see there is a button called generate from WSDL. Click on that button. It will ask the file, choose the file. So just and go to the location where you have saved your file, and then select this file that we have just created. Click on open. It will show you that which file you have selected. Click on parse WSDL. It is going to parse, and then going to show you either error or success, and then you need to give the name. I will again give the same name here, account planner service, because it is a service class, and then click on generate apex code. As soon as you click on generate apex code, it will generate two classes, one for asynchronous service, another one which is for real-time service. If you click on the name of your classes, you will see the class code which is there, which has been generated by your WSDL. So we are going to work with this class which is account planner service. So if you can see on the top itself, it is saying that generated by WSDL to Apex, which is Salesforce internal tool, and we have got 101 line. But if you see in your actual class, if you get back to your class, which is your account planner, the line of code that you have is 18. So that's why it is generating a kind of stub code so that you don't get what actually is there in the target environment. Now if you see here, you have got some sort of address. This is your main class. Under that you have got login info. You have got some debugging element. If you scroll down to the below, you will see that this is your class which is account wrapper, where you can provide all your information. The account wrapper class, which is nothing, which you have developed here. So this is the class which is having all the parameters about your class. giving some sort of XML schema. And then if you see, there is one more class which is having session header element, and under that session header element we have got this session ID. So as we know, whenever we are trying to access any third party system, we have to provide the session ID, we have to provide the access token, we have to provide some sort of authentication. That's why we have to provide, whenever we are dealing with Salesforce, we have to provide the session headers, session IDs. And this is your class, which is account planner. And under that class, you have got input headers, output headers, if there are any certificates. And you will also see that there is another class, or we can say the variable of session header. So all these we are going to see into the next lecture, how to make a call out from this Salesforce environment to another Salesforce environment with the help of our Apex SOAP services. So that's it for this lecture. Any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. Thank you.